Hi, Verna Fisher here, Integrative Wisdom. We are continuing our chakra series. It is number 8 in the series, and we are going to talk today about the 7th chakra. The 7th chakra is known as the Crown Chakra, so it's kind of like right here, and it sends an energy up and out into all that is. It is our connection to the divine and is about a personal relationship with the divine. So it's an energy that will impact the entire energy system. So when we think about this impacting us on a physical level from this place, you can think about the major centers in the body, the central nervous system, the muscular system, even the skin, the integumentary system, which is, from what I understand, the largest organ in the body. And so this crown chakra, the energy that flows through here, will interact on that greater level. Okay, and it impacts all the other energy centers, all the other chakras as well. In this space, it is the energy of devotion, of inspiration, of mystical insight, of grace. It's the concept of a conscious rapport with the divine. Now, there's a difference here between religion and that concept of spirituality. And you may have heard that before and dismissed it. But from an energy perspective, the idea is a sense of being within a religion and all of the rules that go along with that religion. They're first chakra energies. They're about being connected to a tribe. Okay. And so whatever the tribe says goes. That's where that religion aspect can come in. But when you transcend that, which is what this energy is about, you can become a part of a religion, and yet you have that intimate connection to the divine. Or you may be completely out in the world, not connected to a religion, but more connected to the divine than people who go to church every Sunday. Sorry, guys, but it's true. So the difference in first energy chakra and 7th crown energy chakra. Okay, so the part about this energy is, if you think about it and you are completely connected to the divine, it's not just up here, it's out here, it's down here, it's around, we're swimming in it, you might say. It's a very powerful, profound energy. And so when we begin to wake up to this energy within, it can set us on our booty, our hind knee. So it's been labeled the dark night of the soul by St. John of the Cross centuries and centuries ago, where you begin to get these nudges, you begin to have a restlessness, where, let's see, I wanted to look for this dark night of the soul. Sorry, I was looking for something specific, but I can't find it in this moment because I'm thinking about this dark night, which is very intense. And yes, I have experienced the dark night of the soul, and everything they say about it, yeah, it's true. It's true. You can experience depression. You can experience fear. You can feel isolated because it's crazy making, and you're hearing voices and you're getting nudges, and it doesn't make any sense, and you don't know how it's going to turn out. And of course, you know the way that we like control, right? So it's like, why am I going to listen to these crazy voices in my head that keep waking me up at night with dreams and premonitions and telling me that I need to do this or I need to do that? And no, it's not psychosis. It's 7th chakra energy calling on us, telling us to get to get in gear. The normal way of living isn't going to suffice here. Um, it's a need. It's a driven need to have that greater connection. And as such, I will say this as well, it can be very seductive. And so you may have heard about spiritual healers and psychics and people who are very connected to this energy, but because they're human, they can't hold the sacredness of it, and they will drop down into a different energy, It could be the sexual energy, it could be the power energy that will try to take advantage of your dark night. So again, it's important to be, it's going to sound funny, but grounded as you reach up. Okay. In this chakra, there's a sense of connectedness to all living energy beings. So it's not just about my tribe. It's not just about my religion. It's not just about my political party. It is about the whole of this amazing world that we live in. So you may have seen some of these little tidbits coming out on social media about remember the animals, not only our first responders, not only the people who are suffering, but all of the creatures of the forest, that, including the trees, that are no more. So when I bring this up about this connectedness, the connectedness to the divine, to God, to this higher energy, to grace, can be misconstrued, as I said, to religion, but also to a political party, to a group. It can come out in, sports fanaticism, and it's a similar idea, but it's not the seventh chakra energy, excuse me. It may be, as you go through this process, if you begin to get these nudges and you begin to seek that connectedness, you're going to be going through a process of looking at your belief system, looking at your fears, looking at where you've held on tightly because you wanted to be in control and you didn't want to lose your tribal affiliation. You didn't want to lose that connectedness to your community, and yet you're being called, and it's a different kind of energy. So you may be called to look upon that. You may be called to look at the shadow side of who you are and how you carry yourself in the world, and how you carry your beliefs out there and throw them at everybody else, and how you have your judgments and throw them at everybody else. The idea of confronting your false gods. Okay. Anything that is not bringing love and compassion and understanding and acceptance, in a sense of being present to that greater energy. It may feel like crazy making when you get to the dark night of the soul, because it's not like anything you've ever experienced before. And it's very intense. This energy, like I said, is very intense, and it can be very seductive. And so having a guide, having someone, a spiritual director, you may, if you really are going through this, you may feel so crazy that you're seeking out a therapist. But unless they understand this idea of the dark night and of a spiritual awakening, it may be better to look for someone who has that idea and has been through it even, And again, you have to be really careful, because if they are not able to hold the center and the power of that energy, I'm going to tell you, they could be dangerous. They could be dangerous because they can take advantage of you in this sensitive state that you find yourself in. With this energy of the seventh chakra, It is about connectedness to the divine. It is about being in a place of devotion and prayer and meditation. And it is not about seeking things, but it is about being with. And so you are seeking to be with the divine. And through that relationship, right? Through that relationship, you come to know yourself and what is a greater purpose in your life. So it is about surrendering. It's about surrendering to your fears. It's about surrendering to your belief system. You may try to bargain as you're going through this, like, don't make me let go of this. Don't make me give up that. And yet, when you enter into that relationship, you're not gonna have trouble letting go, because you're going to be given so much more. So, what is your spiritual practice? Are you in a place of constant connectedness? Do you have a prayer time? Kind of go over for yourself and see where you're at with that. See if you're more connected to a religion from a tribal sense, as opposed to that one-on-one connectedness. Because when you're in that one-on-one connectedness, you're much more loving, much more compassionate, and much more liable to be giving grace to those around you. I have this feeling right now that our crown chakras are really out of whack, and I think tribal first chakra energies are really ruling the day. So pay attention, listen in, see if you're being called to a greater awareness, to be one with the divine, to be one with God, and then to turn around and bring that blessing to the people that are around you and around that end up in your space. Okay, that's it. Hey, that's probably the longest. I don't know. No, maybe I had a 13. I'm almost at 13. Anyway, tomorrow we're going to wrap it up. We're going to be doing some actual energetic practices that you can use as you continue your relationship and exploration of your unique chakra system. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow.